Hello and welcome. Hi, this is Mr. E. What is it? It's Friday, September 9th. So it's 9/9. So it's the 9/9. It's about 9 o'clock in the morning, too. So it's the 999 gate. So, kind of sounds German to me. 9/9. Anyway, I want to touch base with you today because that's kind of an important number. Um, and what it stands for. I mean, what is so important about the 9/9 gate? When the heck is that? And that stands for completion. So it's a completion cycle. And what are you completing? Well, that's something that you get to choose. What would you like to complete today? Just get rid of it. Just be done with it. Just declare it complete and move on with your life. You can declare just pretty much anything just complete and just move on. Um, so it just depends on what you want to do. Like maybe you've got some looping thoughts in your head. Maybe you'd like to declare those complete. Maybe they're about some people that maybe have betrayed you or something, and you know that just can't seem to get it out of your head, and or they're always on your mind, taking up your attention. And I want to ask you, how can you live a complete, completely fulfilled life if you always got somebody looping around in your head? You're always pissed off because of what somebody did a long, long time ago, and you're living in the past. So why don't you just let that go today? It's a perfect day to do it. Plus, it's a full moon. Full moon ritual is to get rid of everything you don't want. So not only is it the 9/9 gate, but it's also a full moon in tomorrow. So close enough. You can pretty much just get a notepad, you know, freaking yellow notepad, and start writing down everything you want to let go of. And just declare it complete and go light that freaking thing on fire and call it complete. And that'll be a ceremony, shamanic ceremony. And as long as you don't, you know, consistently go back to those certain thoughts, and you make an attempt to do that, the universe will support you in whatever you want to do. Um, see, we're so busy living our lives in this socialized platform, we don't realize that our life's getting burned up. I mean, death. See, the fact is that death is around the corner. You can't guarantee you might not live till tomorrow. But everybody thinks that death is just for the other guy. That happens to somebody else, not me. So everybody thinks they're going to live forever, and that death is something that happens to somebody else. So is sickness or disease. That's something that happens to somebody else. But it's those looping thoughts that cause the disease, so you got to get rid of them. I'm just letting you know that I care for you guys, so I just want to help you out with that. That's what the big thing about the 9/9 gate and the 9/9 portal is. This is a completion cycle. So choose what you want to complete, and then just be complete with it, and just let it go. Be done with it, and you'll be able to tell because. Really, let's look at this. How we live our lives. One person might be living a mediocre life, and time is going slow. Like you live, 72 years on the average. So, you know, you're always watching your clock. When is this going to end? I wish this would get over with because this sucks. I want to do something else. And you're always looking to do something else, but you're still sitting there just watching your clock, and it's going slow. The life seems to go just drag. If you haven't noticed that, say you went you had to go sit the night in jail, man, it is the longest night you've ever had to sit because it just goes forever. And so doing time has a whole new meaning. And then Which, by the way, I think that the lessons learned as soon as those gates, those doors clinked shut. But anyway, that's enough said of that. Just let go of like all those looping thoughts that are in the past, and maybe take a look. You know, the reason these people are showing up in your life, it betrayed you or something. That's because something's there inside yourself. So maybe we have to look inside ourselves at our shadow selves and see what's there. And that's where you're going to find your true power anyway. Is if you look at the dark side of yourself. You have to look in the dark places to find your power. The warrior goes into hell and brings back prizes. It's not easy. It can be scary. But as soon as we start facing these things, as soon as we start facing our dark side, it's no longer as scary. And we can start doing it with confidence again and again, because we start gaining our energy back. We start getting more vibrant, and things are going more smooth. Just you have more energy, and so what you'll notice if you start getting more vibrant, if you haven't noticed before, like when you were younger, or still even today, like if you're having a blast, you're having a lot of fun, time goes just by fast. Like say you go skiing, or you're out on the beach and you're just having a blast, you're having a good time, man, the day just goes by so fast, and before you know it, it's gone. And that's kind of how life is, because death is there. Everybody on this planet thinks that death is something that happens to somebody else, or disease is something that happens to somebody else. You never know when it's going to take you. So, by the way, I think that disease is caused by those looping thoughts you might have about somebody who betrayed you 20 years ago, and you want to get even somehow, but you don't know really how without breaking the law. So, that sits and eats away at you, and pretty soon you got cirrhosis of the liver or something, and it's over. So, just a thought. I'm just thinking out loud, really, and knowing what I noticed and what was been taught to me by the shamanic people here, and we've got to be aware of how we're spending our time, because ultimately we want to come sliding into sliding into home plate at our death, just at 110. You know what I mean? We didn't have enough time to get everything done. Can I go back and have some? I mean, if you had everything, what do you want? So let's just say right now you had everything you ever needed. What is it that you're going to want the most of? What do billionaires want? They want to know how much more time they can get, because that's the most valuable thing you got. Quit spending it thinking about somebody else looping around in your head that happened, some stupid event that happened 20 years ago. And start taking a look at it yourself. And this is the date you can get rid of it. Write it down on a piece of paper. Go burn it up. And then make a commitment that that's gone. It's not going to come into your life again. You're just going to leave it. You're going to let it go. You're going to let those people go. You're going to let the thoughts go. And ask your higher self to help you. And you'll be surprised at what kind of effects we can have, especially on a day like today. I mean, we're close to the we're close to Southern California, so we're on the beach, and there's a cyclone coming up. Or it used to be a cyclone; it's just a tropical storm now. So everybody was scared, but it's just like a regular rainstorm. Problem is, my roof is leaking in a couple places. It's just swell, and it's just, I don't know why I have these guys do some of this work. They're not doing a very good job, so I'm just gonna have to do stuff myself, and that's okay because we're gonna have fun doing it. and it's going to be an adventure. And trust me, I'd almost rather be just cruising around in my truck and sleeping in the back of it than sitting in this house. I have a lot more fun doing that. I might just do that soon someday because traveling and living up on top of the mountain and the beach is fine, you know. Come back here, so it's good that we had that heat wave. That we've never had it hot here at the beach. It's usually nice and cool. I like kind of cooler. So anyway, I hope you have a great 9/9 portal day. Go ahead and celebrate because you can let something go. It's been driving you nuts. I'm having a cup of coffee. I'm not going out for my morning, 5-mile walk. I'm gonna have to sit here because it's raining like crazy. I guess I could take an umbrella, but Chewy lost his leash. That's just great. They decided they were going to play tug of war with it, and then they didn't bring it back. And it's somewhere on the beach, and I went looking for it, but it's gone. So we're going to have to get him, and his collar was attached to the leash. So what they did was the other dog pulled on the leash, and it pulled the collar off his neck. And we have no more collar and leash, so he's a big dog. He likes to run. Trust me, he can cross the whole beach in 30 seconds, and there's no way I can catch him. And they have a lot of fun, especially if there's a squirrel out there. But we're going to have fun no matter what. I don't really pay much attention. We just put a pan on a leaky roof because, we're going to die someday. Who wants to sit and fix a stupid roof? Especially because it doesn't really rain that much here, so who cares? Just throw a pan under there and call it good until we get to it another day. Really, what you want to do is you want to take a look and be aware of your experience of life. If you're experiencing it from like a social conditioning standpoint, where or you're always looking outside and it's a different type of experience, and your thoughts and emotions are ruling the day, and they're winning the battle, and it's just got you running around in circles, and you're thinking that life kind of sucks. What's your experience of life? Look at that. What's your experience of life? Take a good look at how you're experiencing life. Is it what it should be for you today? And trust me, because we could set goals like, I want a better job, or I want to go to school and get a degree. Well, hey, that's just another trap, kind of, because it's not gonna make your experience any better. That's just gonna waste your time for another 5-10 years. And then you don't want to get a job, so you go get another job that takes a couple years, and might take 5 to 10 years to get to the top of the ladder, and then you get to the top of the ladder, but I want a bigger house, and I want a wife, and I want some kids, and then by the time, and I want this and that, but hey, it's time to bury you. Life's over. And what I call that is insane. I call that insane. Spending all of your attention on what is called like the American dream. That's insanity. I think you guys are fucking insane to just be wanting that out of life when there's so much more. There is so much more, and you'll be able to listen to it. It's telling you. It's always telling you. There's what's called the second attention, and it's always telling you what's going on in your life. You just got to be aware of it. It's not what you're thinking of. It's like the second attention is like the dream world. It's if you can realize that you're in a waking dream, you're wandering around, you're creating all this as you're walking around. Life becomes a lot more different, and it becomes like a challenge. It's an exciting challenge, though. You're on a path with a heart, and there's endless possibilities on this path. Anything's possible. And you can realize even your full potential, whatever that is. Maybe that's what we should be looking at. What is my full potential? Have you ever looked at that even? Have you ever noticed maybe you're not living up to your full potential? And what is that actually? What did I come here to do? What is my purpose here? So those are questions you could even ask while you're looking at letting stuff go that you want to get rid of, because you want to take a look at what you want to create after. Because right after this, we've got a 1010 portal, and that's, anyway, just let go of stuff today. You'll know what it is. If you sit down and meditate on it and look at it, you'll know what you need to let go of, because it's constantly looping around in your field. It's always looping. You can let go of these patterns, these cycles, these programs. Just let go of the whole 3D, 4D matrix. Just let it all go, and have an intention of setting a 5D matrix in. See how that works for you. Anyway, I've said enough. I'm going to make it this kind of a short video because we've got a lot of things to do today. I want my experience to be sliding into the home plate like, oh, fuck, I want some more time. It's over already. I kind of want that experience. So we're going to figure out what we got to do next. And there's no reason to plan this stuff. Just go with your heart. Just open your heart up and let it lead the way, and see what happens. You'll be surprised. It's going to lead you to all sorts of different things. The heart knows what to do. I guarantee it. The key is with the heart. Open the heart up, and everything's going to be fine. It's not always. It's going to be scary. Yeah, it can be scary, but hey, what are you going to just let fear rule? That's the first enemy. So anyway, we'll go into the enemies of man, of knowledge before long. But right now we're going into the 9-9 portal. So go ahead and check that out. That's what it is. It's a date of completion. So get complete with some stuff. I'm gonna check out of here. Make it a great day. Go ahead and like the video. Go ahead and subscribe, and we'll talk to you guys later.